Hi friends, in this lecture I will be discussing on the production technological aspects of strawberry crop. So this is purely a temperate fruit crop. Nowadays some of the varieties even adapting to some tropical mild climate also. And another important thing in this crop is this is the one fruit crop we can cultivate in the protected condition. So even in and around Bangalore, they started growing Pusa Nanha, a variety of papaya, in protected condition, mainly to control the problem of this PRSV, papaya ring spot virus transmission. But this is the one fruit crop. It is well adapted to protected condition, and even it can be grown in both open condition as well as protected condition. Strawberry, so here it is a hybrid actually. Fraseria ananosa is a hybrid. It was obtained by the cross between Fragaria cailonensis and virginiana. Cailonensis and virginiana. So here you can see the fruits. It is having the plant is having very small stature, and it will produce the good amount of fruits. And the fruit type is here aggregate fruit. Mainly the many ovaries are many small seeds you can see on the surface of fruits. So because of the presence of many ovaries or the small seeds on the surface, it is this kind of fruits are called as aggregate fruits. That means aggregate of many small seeds or the ovaries. It was basically a crop of France. Later, it was distributed into the different parts of India like Himachal Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra. These are the some of the North Indian states. Even we can see the cultivation of this strawberry in the Nilgiris, where there is a humid climate or cool climatic condition. We can successfully cultivate this. And this is a very perishable fruit crop. So because of its perishability, we can see many value added products, even some various nutritional drinks or some of the other value added products like jam. Even it is a very good fruit crop, fit well into it, is having lot of value in the ice cream industry also. We can prepare wine syrups, various kind of wine as well as syrup from the strawberry. With respect to the climatic condition, it is purely a temperate fruit crop, and it is very sensitive to change in the photo period. That means day and night temperature. It suppose if the day minimum 12 hours of light is required for the production of flowers as well as fruit formation or bud formation, flower bud formation. Based on the temperature requirement, here the strawberry cultivars are the climatic requirement of strawberries divided into three types: septentrional cultivars, meridional cultivars are culture, and day neutral culture are day neutral cultivars. In case of septentrional cultivars or culture, here normally there will be a high temperature in that wherever there is a short days. Even with high temperature also we can get some short days because of the fluctuation in temperature. And other thing is here the winter is completely absent, or we can see the absence of winter. Some of the varieties are also suitable to this kind of condition, that is Sengana is the one variety. It is suitable to high temperature as well as short days. Next is meridional culture. Here mainly the temperature will be more on the long days. The long, like more than 12 hours of day length we can see. Here the winter is mild, not that much high or not severe. It is moderate winter we can see, or some kind of chilling requirement will be there. So that kind of the suitable variety for this particular region is Tioga. Tioga is the one variety. And some of the varieties we can cultivate irrespective of the change in day and night temperature. That is Selva, Fern, Hecker, Tristar. These are the some of the varieties even we can cultivate with the change in the day and night temperature also. Suppose if we consider proper growing or the growing temperature for the strawberries, it is 22 to 23 degrees is good for the vegetative growth or establishment of vegetative parts of the plant. And like other fruit crops, I think in apple I have discussed most of the temperate fruit crops require chilling hours or chilling requirements for its growth and development. So here also less than 5-degree chilling requirement is highly recommended for the strawberries to induce the flowering in case of strawberries. And also we can see if the temperature is 13 to 16 degrees Celsius, that will helps in proper production of the fruits as well as it enhances the ripening process will get enhanced, and also we can increase the fruit set as well as flowering. And this crop is highly susceptible to frost. Even though it is a temperate fruit crop, severe frost is not congenial for the proper growth and development of the strawberry. If the frost is less than 10 degrees Celsius, that leads to the occurrence of verticillium wilt problem as well as the soft rot we can see in the storages, even the when the fruit is at about to harvest stage. Next is the soil requirement. Even in the acidic soil also we can successfully cultivate this, but heavy soils are the poor sandy soils with clay, that kind of soils are not suitable. And another important thing we have to follow in strawberry cultivation is here whenever we are applying the lime to balance the pH, it is always advisable to apply like up to 15 to 20 centimeter layer only, like in the soil. Suppose if it is applying on the surface, there may be a chances of burning of leaves. So to control this or to avoid this problem, we have to apply the lime at least 15 to 20 centimeter depth. And like as I mentioned already, this is not suitable for the this crop is not suitable for waterlogged condition. So it is completely restricted in the waterlogged condition. Next, some of the varieties. It is a purely exotic fruit crop. We can see some of the exotic varieties in this. Like Chandler is the one variety. It is highly suitable for the desert purpose, but it is showing some kind of resistance to physical damage. Most of the strawberry cultivars are having very thin skin or very soft skin. So because of that only this crop is or this fruit is highly susceptible to like physical damage. So this Chandler is the one variety. It is showing resistance to physical damage. Even it is having good flavor also. The berry weight we can expect around 15 to 18 grams. Cambridge favourite is the one famous variety or popular variety in case of UK. Here you can see some of the fruits which are having like large nature, which orange color, but we can also experience some kind of good aroma in this Cambridge favourite. Polka is a famous variety in case of Netherlands. It is well suited for canning purpose. The fruits or the vegetables suitable for canning purpose should be having good quality parameters, like it should have good TSS as well as good acidity. That kind of varieties we can use for the canning purpose. So this is one polka. Next is like polka. Next is Senga Sengana. It is having attractive red fruits, and it will whenever we are harvesting we can easily harvest. Vantage is the one variety. It is showing resistance to verticillium wilt. Verticillium is the major problem in strawberry cultivation. So this variety we can use for getting the strawberries without any verticillium problem. Tioga is a one early maturing variety. It is because you can see the elongated fruits, even the seeds you can see outside, bigger size seeds you can see. So here, because of this virus tolerance, this can be used as a parentage also. Apart from this, because of its good TSS like 12-degree Brix and acidity, it is also suitable for the processing purpose. Next variety is Selva. It is a half-season variety, so or we can cultivate this throughout the year. It is also suitable for processing, and we can see 15 to 18 gram is a berry weight, and 11-degree Brix is a TSS. So when we consider the strawberry cultivars here, you can see in this photo, we can see different shape like globose shape. Globose itself different types like globose conical, exact conic shape, long conic shape, long wedge shape, short wedge shape. Like this, we can uh, identify the varieties based on the fruit nature as well as the varietal characteristics. Next is propagation in case of strawberry. So this is the strawberry plant. Here you can see it is having always it is having trifoliate leaves, and it will produce the adventitious daughter, and it will also produce stolons. So this is a root system. Like it is having short stature. Next is propagation aspects. Normally, this strawberry is propagated through different methods. We can use a different vegetative part of the plant. We can use crowns, runners, and seeds also. Commercially followed method is runners. Runners we can use. So well maintained or the healthy plant can have the ability to produce even 15 runners. 15 runners. So this can be used as a mother plant for multiplication purpose. So after selecting the runners, we can treat the runners with the growth regulators like IBA or IAA. IBA at the rate of 100 ppm before flowering. This will also helps in increasing the runner formation. Runner formation can also be increased. Even crowns we can use. The plant will produce around 3 to 5 crowns per plant. We can also use the crowns. But the disadvantage is whenever we are trying to divide or separate the crowns, it is little bit difficult. That's why we are not using crowns as a commercial propagation method. And seeds, normally the seeds having there is no viability in the seeds, and there will be no uniformity in the plants also. So that's why even this seed propagation is also not commercial. For large scale multiplication or for export purpose, we can use tissue culture. Mainly the tissue culture we can use a meristem. By using, even we can multiply as high as 1 million plants. 1 million plants we can multiply. That this is the multiplication rate by using meristem for as a tissue culture like explant. So we can use commercially runners as well as tissue culture. The soil preparation or land preparation is very important. It is a shallow rooted crop, so on the surface we have to work out the soil properly, and then the soil should be loose, friable. There should not be any water stagnation, and we can add a sufficient amount of farmyard manure. Along with that, one important operation we have to follow before establishing the strawberry orchards is we have to do the soil fumigation. That means disinfecting the soil using chemicals or by any by exposing the soil to the high temperature. So normally chloropicrin and methyl bromide can be used. This will help in avoiding the problem of verticillium wilt in the later stages of the plant growth. Apart from this, some amount of weeds we can avoid in the strawberry cultivation. So the fumigation aspect is very important here. Like unlike how we are doing in the other flower crops, same way we have to do the fumigation aspect in the like greenhouse. Normally, it was recommended to start the strawberry or just from September to October. So, whenever we are selecting the planting material should be free from verticillium wilt or any other kind of diseases. The disease transmitting planting material should be avoided, and carefully we can do the planting, and it is a closely spaced crop. We can say we can follow 45 by 45 centimeter. It depends on the different planting methods. It is also called as trining methods. Trining methods are planting methods. Here normally there are different types. Matted rows, it is the one simplest method of planting in case of strawberry. Here at the distance of, there will be like 90 centimeter distance between the two mats or two rows. Here you can see, and between the plants there will be 45 centimeter distance. It is commercially followed in case of Himachal Pradesh Chandler variety. Even we can follow 60 by 25 centimeter. This matted row system of planting is mainly practiced where there is a availability of plenty of planting material. Where we can get more planting material in that area, we can follow this matted row system. So initially they will be planting one plant, and later stages it will produce more number of daughter suckers, or more number of suckers it will produce, and it will look like a mat. And the main problem in this system of planting is there will be a overcrowding, and there will be chances of occurrence of root rot problem. So this is the one main drawback of this. So we have to avoid this by proper management of the plant population. So the advantage here is we can accommodate more plants per unit area, and the problem is fruit rot. Next important method of planting is spaced rows. Here where there is a moderate availability of the planting material, here what we will do is we will plant one single plant in the middle, and at equal distance the daughters are arranged, or the daughters are allowed to grow at equal distance, or the suckers are allowed to grow at equal distance. So here whatever the excess runners are formed, that we can remove in the later stages of growth. But it is a spaced row, like moderate or wheat. Suppose if uh, the plant will able to produce very uh, um, weak planting material or weak suckers, that kind of places we can recommend this. Next is hill system of planting. So here this can be used for the cultivars which will produce only few runners. Few runners are where the planting material availability is very less. So here we can use here like single plant we can plant, and we can that plant alone we can allow here. The normally the 30 by 30 centimeter spacing, and between this 110 or 1 meter distance will be there. 110 centimeter or 1 meter distance will be there. So hill system of planting is commercially followed where the suckers or the runners are having ability to produce only few suckers, or the plant is having ability to produce only few suckers. In that place we can follow this hill system of planting. Next is plastic film planting, or mulch using plastic film. We can see in the large strawberry production areas, we can see the this method only, like plastic film culture. So here the main advantage here is we can get the early yield, we can conserve the moisture, avoid the weeds growth. So in this way we can produce good quality strawberries also. So these are the some four different planting methods or training methods. Matted row system. So here we can use this where there is a plenty of availability of planting material, or the plant can able to produce more number of suckers, and where there is a soil is heavy, that kind of places we can use here. And so once we plant the strawberry runners, it will able to establish in the form of mat. That's why it is called as matted row system. The disadvantage here is mainly matted row system. It may leads to the fruit rot problem. Overcrowding of the plants may leads to the fruit rot problem. So another important thing here is next system is spaced rows, where there is a less moderate production of the suckers or runners, and where there is a less planting material availability, we can follow spaced rows. So at equal distance we are allowing the plants at equal distance. This will helps in giving the like in a equal manner we can get the daughter suckers are runners. Hill system of planting here, the plant is having the ability to produce only few suckers in that runners. In that place we can use hill system, or where there is a scanty availability of the planting material. Then plastic film, it is commercially followed one in the main wherever there is a strawberry orchards are established commercially. So next aspect is how we can irrigate this. Normally, this is a shallow rooted fruit crop because of the presence of the shallow roots. So there is a chances of rotting, even verticillium wilt problem. So that's why we can avoid the problem of this by proper frequent irrigation, but less irrigation, light irrigation with frequently we have to provide. Normally it was recommended to go for like sprinkler irrigation or drip irrigation. So it requires around 80 40 kg of NPK per hectare. So here we can give the nitrogen source at two splits, one at the time after establishment and the second one after blooming, and P and K have to be applied at the time of land preparation itself. And another important thing we have to follow in strawberry cultivation for enhancing the yield is we can keep some beehives, at least two per hectare. This will helps in proper pollination, as well as it will also helps in getting the more number of flowers, as well as it will enhances the fruiting. Mulching also we can follow, mainly to avoid the freezing injury problem. Then we have to do the weeding, and there should not be overcrowding, that also we can avoid. So beehives we can keep. Next is harvesting. So here when this is a like a climatic fruit only, so we can harvest the fruit when it is off or ripe, or like 50% or 75% of the outer skin shows color, that is the indication of harvesting in case of strawberry. Suppose if we want to harvest the fruits for long distance transportation or for export purpose, we can harvest at like green stage itself. And suppose if we are delaying the harvesting, that leads to the rotting, even the quality will get reduced. So once the harvesting will start, the duration may vary from 30 to 55 days. 30 to 55 days it may vary, and we can also use some of the growth regulators like GA3 at the rate of 50 ppm, 4 days after flowering. Even we can use malic hydroside 0.1 to 0.3%. That will helps in increasing the yield. It will helps in increasing the yield as high as 31 to 41%. 31 to 41% yield we can increase Next is we can, like it is also saying, we can do the pre-cooling operation to remove the field heat. We can harvest the berries in the morning hours. It is recommended because this is common in almost all the horticulture crops as well as fruit crops, mainly to can avoid the problem of excess transpiration loss. And when we look into the uh, like yielding ability of the strawberries in India, it will be less, like 5 to 10 tons only we can expect. But in case of different countries like New Zealand or in California, so we can expect up to 30 tons. So normally in small baskets we can harvest the berries, then we can keep it in a shady place. So that is also one way of doing the pre-cooling operation. So this has to be done in the strawberries mainly to remove the field heat. Otherwise, during the transit itself, many strawberries will get damaged. And we can store this up to 20 days in cold storage, like around minus 6 degrees Celsius temperature. And the grades, depending on the quality, the extra class will be having a higher grade, and it is having superior quality also. Class 1, it is good quality, and the class 2 strawberries, like they will not pass the export standard, but the minimum quality will be there, that can be used internally only. Based on the size also we can say here 25 in extra class 1, and in 18 like our 1.8 centimeter in case of class 1 and class 2. These are the some of the disorders. Mainly one important disorder is there in case of strawberry, that is called as albinism. Albinism is mainly the discoloration of the fruit, lack of development of color or discoloration of the fruit, and the affected fruits will be having acidic taste, and the fruit firmness will be also, it is very less, and it is not fit for the consumption. It is mainly because of the improper application of the nutrient, like N should be applied in different split doses. Suppose if we are not applying the N properly, that also leads to this problem. And even if it is a high temperature, too high temperature is also not good for the strawberry cultivation. So this is the only important and only one disorder in case of strawberry cultivation. I think you might be knowing the difference between disease as well as disorder. Disease means, suppose if there is some symptoms, we can control the disease. But disorder, once it occurs, we cannot control the disorder. Only it will leads to the economic loss, huge economic loss. So before occurrence of the disorder itself, we have to take some precautionary measures. So this, suppose once the quality of the fruit um, it is lost, means we cannot get it back. Even though it is affecting the quality criteria also, the internal quality. So this is the one disorder. So we have to apply proper nutrition as well as the temperature, or we have to hide the strawberries behind the leaves, or we can use select the varieties which are having more foliage. Some of the diseases, the pest and disease infestation in case of strawberries, mainly aphids, weevil, spider mites. These aphids, so you can see here, this comes under sucking pest. It will affect the, like it will suck all the flesh area, the leaf area. It will affect the photosynthetic ability of the leaves. So we can use malathion sprays. Since strawberries are directly consumed, we can avoid even the chemical sprays, or we can use any plant-based chemicals. Weevil problem also we can see. So this we can use chlorophyripas. This miticides also we can use to control the spider mite problem. And the major problem in strawberry is botrytis or grey mold. You can see the severity of infestation. Here the affected plant or the affected the fruit, it loses its original appearance or the original quality it will lose, and it will causes huge loss, economic loss. So to control this, we have to avoid the moisture content before harvesting of the strawberries in the field. That is the only thing. And powdery mildew, since it is a cool season crop, if there is a high humidity followed by a high temperature, that leads to the occurrence of this powdery mildew problem. So this can be controlled by application of like sulfur fungicides. Sulfur fungicides we can use to control this. So these are the some of the diseases in case of strawberry cultivation. So in this entire crop, you should know. So what is the like fruit type in case of strawberry? That is aggregate fruit type. And what is the like commercial propagation methods we can use? Runners as a commercial propagation methods. Commercial propagation method, and you should know this is the only fruit crop we can cultivate commercially in the protected condition, that you should know. And other things includes like how we can plant the strawberries, and what are the criterias for selecting particular system of planting, that you should know. And which are the different types of varieties based on the requirement of temperature, or like it requires for fruiting and flowering less than 12 hours. There are some day neutral cultivars are also available, like example like Senga is there, Selva is there. Selva is the one day neutral cultivar. Senga Sengana is the meridional cultivar. Like Tioga is there. Senga Sengana is the first one. That is even this meridional cultivar Tioga is there in Senga Sengana is also there. So that you should know. Like short day cultivar, septentrional cultivar it is. Meridional is Tioga. Selva is the day neutral variety. So these things you should know. And different propagation method, commercial propagation method, and how the plant or how many beehives we have to keep. What is the major disorder in the strawberry cultivation? Like albinism. Many times they will ask this question. What is like albinism disorder is related to following fruit crop. So you should able to identify it is in strawberry. So this is all about the production technological aspect in case of strawberry cultivation. Thanks for listening.